Now, White Pine County Daily News with Wyatt Cox.
And KELY News is sponsored by Sahara Motors, the Kawasaki KX450 built out of the box with everything you need to dominate the track. Check it out today at Sahara Motors and let the good times roll. Look for mostly fair skies and warmer weather today with a chance of isolated afternoon showers tomorrow. Today's high should be right around 60 degrees. We faced problems with the public-facing Aurora campaign finance portal for public use, and that led to an erroneous report yesterday that several candidates had not filed campaign finance reports. An election official told us yesterday that searching by city or county does not bring up all candidates for office as it has in past years, and that each candidate had to be searched individually. So we can correct the record this morning and verify that all candidates but one have filed their campaign finance reports as mandated by law. All 5 county commission candidates for District Seat 1 have all filed correctly, but only one reported receiving donations. Robert Mike Simon reported receiving a $1,000 donation. In the county assessor race, both incumbent Burton Hilton and Jaden Murdoch did file their reports on time. As we reported yesterday in the sheriff's race, candidate Todd Fincher listed more than $10,000 in donations from 3 contributors. We were finally able to find a report for Roy Allen, and it was filed on time, showing no donations or expenditures. But as of last night, we still cannot find a report filing for Robert Whiteside. White Pine County Sheriff's Office responded to a variety of calls on Monday, including welfare checks, disturbances, and an arrest. Deputies trespassed an individual from a local convenience store after a disturbance and also assisted a person seeking shelter from the cold outside of a business. Officers conducted several welfare checks, including one involving a child at an apartment complex and another for a missing neighbor. Deputies also investigated a death in Ely, identifying the decedent as Cletus Eisenmenger. Authorities say the death was from natural causes. In other activity, 54-year-old Jody Hennifer of Ely arrested on an Ely Justice Court warrant. Nevada State Police handled several highway-related calls involving disabled vehicles and traffic hazards. And before we mention it, Ms. Hennifer is innocent until convicted in a court of law. Well, a quick look at Bobcats sports. Bobcats baseball team's final regular season homestand of the year. Not what the team wanted, dropping a doubleheader to the Boulder City Eagles, 11-0 and 14-10, and running their record to 15-11 on the season for the Boulder City Eagles. Despite the loss, Bobcats showed signs of life at the plate in the second game against the Eagles. Jason Durbridge led the Bobcats, going 2 for 3 with 3 runs scored, 2 doubles, and a stolen base. Vince Cato also contributed, finishing 2 for 4 with 2 stolen bases, 2 RBIs, and a run scored. Bobcats baseball team and the Lady Cats softball team heading on the road to Panaca on Friday to face the Lincoln County Lynx for the regular season doubleheader finale. A couple of other items. Boys golf team will be in Wells on Friday. Track team will be in Boulder City Friday afternoon. Turning to news from the state, Clark County District Attorney Steve Wolfson says Nevada executions may now be more likely, but he remains uncertain they will actually happen. Wolfson says his office plans to seek death warrants for convicted killers Zane Floyd, Donald Sherman, and Sterling Atkins. Nevada hasn't carried out an execution since 2006, despite the death penalty still being on the books. Wolfson says increased access to lethal injection drugs may improve the chances, though he expects more legal challenges and delays. Nevada's execution chamber here at Ely State Prison, built in 2016, but it's never been used. A major data center project in northern Nevada seeking permission to build temporary natural gas power plants because NB Energy can't meet their demand. Amy Alonzo at the Nevada Independent reporting this morning, Fleet Data Centers wants to construct more than 350 megawatts of temporary generation at the Tahoe Reno Industrial Center to power new facilities while waiting for permanent utility service. Energy and environmental groups warn the proposal could create a new precedent for large data centers generating their own fossil fuel powers outside parts of the normal regulatory system. The projects would operate for an estimated 2 to 3 years and would not impact existing NV Energy customers. A new Nevada audit has found serious problems inside specialized homes for children, including health, safety, and civil rights concerns. Inspectors reported major issues at 9 of 25 facilities reviewed last year. Findings included unsecured firearms, accessible medications, alcohol, knives, chemicals, missing training records, and poor documentation of child treatment and complaints. Some of the homes inspected were in Clark County, included foster agencies and psychiatric residential treatment facilities. State lawmakers have now accepted recommendations to improve oversight, strengthen employee training, and better protect children placed in state care. And the Southern Nevada Health District investigating 2 cases of Legionnaires disease linked to stays at the Wynn Las Vegas. Health officials say one guest stayed at the resort in September of last year, second visited in February. They have both recovered. Environmental testing found multiple samples positive for Legionella bacteria, which can cause a serious form of pneumonia. Officials say the resort immediately began water system treatment. Recent tests show no detectable bacteria in the affected areas. Guests are being notified and advised to watch for symptoms including cough, fever, shortness of breath, and headaches. And at 8:20 for Sahara Motors, that's your check of news from White Pine County and the state of Nevada.
You see lots of commercials on television telling you to drive a little and save a lot. Dealers wanting you to drive to Salt Lake, Elko, Reno, and even Las Vegas. But ask them one question. What happens if there's a problem? Do you have to drive 3, 4, or even 6 hours to get service? Here at Sahara Motors in Ely, we service everything we sell right here in White Pine County. Shop here first, get our best deal, and you get that best deal by telling Shauna that Wyatt sent you by. Then if you want, shop other places. When you account for the drive, you'll find that it pays you to be a part of the Sahara Motors family. Stop by Sahara Motors, just about a mile north of Ely on US 93. Sahara Motors, we are White Pine proud.
Tell Shauna Wyatt sent you by.